Serious.
Okay, hey everyone, and welcome back to this channel. So it's been about 4 months since I made a video about my Ackie, and it was, not exactly an update. It was just me feeding him, a couple of different new stuff. So just in case you want to watch that video, make sure that you do, please. It's gonna be on the playlist of Ackie Monitor. So I thought it was time to make a new update on him, because it's been a while since I basically show you anything about him. To be honest, he still doesn't like me, and I kind of lost hope that he ever will. But you never know. I do plan to change him into a different enclosure, so hopefully that change will also change his attitude. Because ever since he went into this enclosure, it's been the same, and that's actually why I showed the first video. Because it's always exactly the same thing. He will come out, for food, but as soon as he gets it, he will go. And actually, in this next video that I'm gonna show you, sometimes even though he's sitting, I always, my number one priority is that he's sitting. And once he's sitting, sometimes I try to interact with him. So usually what I do is that I put some kind of feeder in my hand, and just with an open hand, basically put it on the floor. Now you cannot see it on the video because my hand is in the way. I didn't realize it, but what he usually does, and he did in that video, is that he bites me. And then instead of going for the feeder,
You dick.
Okay, so he's actually right behind that height, which is his favorite height. He's always right there. It is the height closest to the heat source, so he's usually behind that, or buried below one of the rocks. And this is usually what I have to feed him. Even though sometimes I do find him basking, as soon as I approach, he will run to hide. So like I said, the last thing that I want is to force handle him. But I do think it's really weird that for an Ackie, he's so shy, and he's already 2 years old. I don't know if you guys can see that. He's already 2 years old, and he acts like even worse. Actually, he's even more skittish now than when he was 3 months old. So okay. So just in case somebody has dealt with an Ackie kind of like him, and made some changes, please share what you did to change that relationship, basically. Now the reason why it's not the biggest problem in the world is because he's not the only one that doesn't like to be handled. And as a reptile keeper, I understand that most of them are gonna be like that. So it's alright. Having an Ackie Monitor had always been one of my wishes, dreams. So if he's like that, I'm not going to change him. I'm not going to be just like either you let me handle him, okay, either you let me handle you, or I'm just gonna trade you for another one. I'm not like that. I do wish, he would be more interactive, but I'm not going to trade him for any other Ackie. I would actually prefer to just go ahead and get a second Ackie. Okay, but that's definitely not going to happen. I do not want to get a second Ackie. Breeding them is not in my plans at all. I do hope to get a different monitor lizard. I don't know if it will happen next year, but hopefully the next one. Back to my Ackie. So his setup has not changed much. I don't know if it would actually be a good idea to change it, but at least for now it has not changed much. But what has happened is that I have offered more different stuff to him, you know, aside from the regular chicken egg or quail egg, and also a ground turkey, which I hated. But but now that he's bigger, I did offer 2 different feeders, and both of them were live animals. Okay, so these were not insects. Now, most monitor lizard keepers understand this. You know, they understand that monitor lizards will eat basically anything and everything that they can. So, you know, mice, or, you know, pinky mice and feeder lizards are basically part of their diet if you allow them to have it. And, you know, I have always said that for me, as long as it is part of their diet, I'm going to offer it. And I also understand that you know, this is not something that others are willing to accept or understand it. So, you know, I'm not going to share the videos, but you know, I will share a couple of pictures, because, you know, it is obviously not the most pleasant experience to watch another animal being eaten. But, you know, I have no problem with it. And, you know, I just kind of hope that you know, for those that don't understand it, at least respect, you know, my decision. But I do want to show another video that I actually took, and I tried, you know, this, I think it's a cat toy. So, you know, this, okay, so this was very used, okay, so this was used a lot. So, you know, the whole point of this is that, you know, it's obviously hollow. And basically what you do is that you put a feeder inside of here, so that, you know, whatever lizard you're feeding, so it sees it and tries to, you know, get it. Obviously, they have to look for the best way to get that feeder. You know, the point is to provide some enrichment. Now, the problem is that Ackie monitors are a little too smart for stuff like this. And what I noticed is that instead of just going crazy for it, you know, he simply just waited and went around it and went for the feeder. So, you know, here's the clip. Now, you can definitely tell that he was interested right away. You know, this was the very first thing that he was seeing this thing. So he definitely felt intrigued to, you know, to know what it was, and that's actually why, you know, it took a bite out of it. But as you can see, you know, that tongue, it was actually trying to get the scent. Now, I'm not exactly sure if it was because of the ball, or if he was able to smell the feeder. So at the end, you know, he was able to find the feeder and ate it right away. And I didn't really try, you know, this, because he just went to hide. Alright, so at least I thought that was really cool. You know, providing enrichment to my lizards is something that I always enjoy. You know, whenever I see something new or a new idea for them to do, I always want to try it because it's something new for them. And now that he has basically tried, you know, everything that is normally available for them, you know, I want to try to get some different feeders to, you know, for him and obviously my other lizards. But, you know, he's big, so he's able to take like bigger roaches or, you know, stuff like that. So hopefully next year I'm gonna be getting some very uncommon feeders, like for example the Indian domino roach. I have actually never heard of it until I saw it in a show. Alright, so, you know, for the experts, you know, my Ackie Monitor is already 2 years old. He's more scared of me than actually my knobtail gecko that is you know, this size. So if you guys have you know, some advice, you know, please share it with me. But you know, hopefully in the future, you know, as he grows, hopefully he gets more comfortable with me. But for now, this is the update. Not much has changed, but, you know, I did wanted to share something with you guys, you know, before the end of the year. And well, I guess, you know, that's gonna be all. You know, like, okay. As always, I want to say thank you so much to everyone, you know, that is watching. You know, please make sure to give the video a like if you did enjoy it. And you know, if you guys want to subscribe, you know, please make sure to subscribe. You know, the circle is gonna be right here. here I always forget, I'm sorry. But you know, on the other corners, you know, there's gonna be more videos for you guys if you guys would like to watch. And I will see you